Hello everyone, good day. I am Cristela. Welcome to my channel with Love and Light. I will be sending a message from the universe, and today's question of the day: what miracles awaits you? Isn't that exciting? So now I urge you to pick among these four. We have the first pile, which is the red ring, represented by the red ring, and then we got the second, which is represented by the squarish green ring. Now we got the next square pitch ring, so beautiful. And then second, we got the green ring again, but this time this one is more round. So I am going to be using the Attack on Titan cards, and then they will be accommodated by the oracle cards here, the goddess cards, which goddesses will allow miracle to happen to your life. If you have a hard time choosing among these four, I urge you to pick according to your elemental zodiac sign. First, this is the fire signs. Second, water signs. Third, the air signs. Fourth, the earth signs. Okay? But I really urge you more to pick depending on what attracts you the most. Feel it in your gut what really attracts you. But if you can pick something, I hope you choose according to your elemental zodiac sign. Okay? Now, this is a general reading, so you do not need to take everything I say seriously. Some things aren't specific for you. So if it resonates, then great. If it doesn't apply, let it fly. I will include the timestamps below, so don't you worry. Now, before we start, let's ask for a blessing. Divine love and light, please help me receive and understand the messages of the cards clearly for the highest good of all. I give thanks and gratitude for your guidance and protection. So now, let's start the reading. Hello to the beautiful people who picked this first red ring. Okay, you are group 1. I'm going to draw 3 cards from this Attack on Titan cards. Okay, we got already 3. Let's see what miracle awaits you. Oh, we got the Joker, the Fool. Okay. Okay, this might be silly, but I know you're asking for a miracle, but the cards here says otherwise, okay? It says here that consistency, persistence, determination, not losing the heart to continue is the secret. It's the miracle. You are creating your own miracle. You are enabling yourself. You are manifesting it, whatever it is that you want, the miracle that you want to happen. You are working on it already, and even if you aren't yet, you will be working on it soon. Since we got the Joker card, the Fool card, meaning you're a beginner yet. You're very naive, you're very innocent about this thing, yet you're so full of motivation, inspiration. You're really having a good outlook about this. I can see that you've already set a goal right from the start. And some of you, this is very specific, so some of you can only relate, but I think some of you struggles on being compared with someone, especially if you have a sibling who's a lot better than you or who's older than you. I think people really compare you a lot. Even if you don't have a sibling, maybe you have a rival that you can't help but feel competitive, you know um so yeah, I think you want to defeat that someone. Besides that, besides having a rival or a competition, I think this is just a fresh start for you. This is such a new thing, a new venture that you're going into. And you're a complete beginner at this, but that doesn't um that doesn't let you feel down at all. Some people, when they are on the amateur level, they feel hopeless, since they are just a beginner. But you, it's the opposite. You feel completely hopeful about the future. And yeah, so from becoming um a beginner, I think you're gonna be able to establish a routine, something that really works for you. Okay, something that keeps you moving. That's why there's a momentum. Um, and that momentum will help you reach the goal, the miracle, the achievement, the summit that you've been wanting to reach, or, to have maybe a title or a degree. Some of you are wanting to get a title, a professional title, maybe a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse, things like that. But yeah, as I've said, the secret is in the continuous, routine. I think you found a stable action or movement that really helps you to achieve things, to push through. It doesn't have to be um, so explosive or so amazing. You just really persisted till the end. You didn't give up, and that's what I think is um, the most promising about this. Because this is the hardest part, the process. It might feel like you're always on edge. Look at this. Aaron and Levi are standing on an ice, and the ground is almost cracking. So this is the hardest part, because you don't know whether you're going to succeed or not. You just pull yourself through and continue on. Now, this is the miracle that you've been wanting to, from being a beginner to becoming a king. Uh, so basically, from being an amateur to the master level. This can be easily interpreted as something from the game. Maybe some of you are even gamers. I don't know. I just had a feeling that some of you are gamers or streamers on Twitch, something like that. So yeah. Um, Maybe some of you didn't expect this, that you'll actually achieve this kind of thing. It's so funny because um, you're now alone at the top. You came victorious. I think you're gonna win from a competition. You know, uh, since we have two people here on this first card and two people here on the second card. Now you're here alone. You emerge victoriously by yourself. I think you're gonna win for some sort of competition, um, or be a valedictorian or summa cum laude, or things like that. Or maybe some of you who had siblings that are used to being compared with, maybe you're finally gonna have your own identity. People or relatives will acknowledge you for what you achieve, okay, on your own. Um, you don't have to be compared anymore. I know this might not seem like a miracle reading that you wanted to hear, because as I've said, this is all you really worked hard for it. But um I hope you acknowledge that there is a miracle on starting anew, you know having this fresh start, because people don't always have the privilege to do that thing. They are always stuck on their situations, and you had the chance um to do this thing, to pursue this thing. And that, I mean, it's not always sunshine, but the fact that you persisted it, the fact that you managed to be stable about this thing, um, means you can tolerate it, means that you like it. Maybe it's about your passion. So, not everyone gets to succeed with doing their passion. So, I hope you don't take that for granted. Now, let's go. Let's see which goddess will, bestow miracle upon you. Okay, let's check. Let's hope we get. Okay, we got one. I'm just going to get this. You got Sulis, bodies of water. Okay, it says spend time near water such as lake, river, or ocean to recharge your batteries. So yeah, you have to hydrate a lot. Okay, After all, people always said that water is a miracle liquid, right? It helps you rejuvenate, it helps you to regulate your body, help you stay clean inside, and really, it really helps a lot. Um, with your body, with your condition, especially if you feel sick. You just need to hydrate a lot. And maybe you need to visit miracle waters, miracle falls or miracle rivers that around the provinces or rural areas, somewhere in your country. Um, just being in the nature, dipping on the beach, uh, that's already miraculous. Connecting with water and with nature really helps you refreshen your mind. The water will wash away your worries. And, if you're watching this, I urge you to drink some water now. So, yeah, that's the miracle that awaits you. Maybe you will even think a new idea while you're on the waters. Maybe you are traveling, you're on a ship. Uh, there's a lot of adventure on the waters. Some of you might be water signs too. Maybe you got attracted to this pile because you're a water sign. Okay, so for the last segment, we got here the 36th, you know, things. And wherever the coins landed, that's what awaits you. Okay? Okay. It landed on 17. Let's see what it is. Pain. Aww. So the only thing I could think of is, the quote, pain before gain or pain before pleasure. I think you really like to work on the things, to work hard for the things before you achieve it so that it would feel as more rewarding, than just being handed it to you. Maybe that's the your definition of miracle. So it landed near love and beside joy and love, so maybe there's a 50-50 chance you'll get those two. So you'll find love maybe or joy in love. So next, 26. What is this? Enterprise. Okay, so some of you are business people, businessmen, businesswomen. Okay, entrepreneurs. Okay, so that explains the miracle, or the steady process, the slow process. Business doesn't succeed overnight. It takes a lot of time and effort to establish a business. So yeah, I hope you guys like this reading. Thank you for watching. See you again in the future. Bye. Hello to group 2. If you pick this squarish green ring, this beautiful ring, this is gonna be your reading. Now I'm going to draw Attack on Titan cards. Okay, we'll get 3 and see what miracle awaits you. Okay. You got the King of Wands. Next, you got the Ace of Wands. Okay. And then you got the Seven of Swords. Okay. Let's go into detail one by one. Okay. So, let me see. Okay. Some of you, okay, no, a lot of you will master, a certain point of interest, whatever you're doing right now. You will master that. You will achieve or finally complete that, especially from for college students, you will finally get that degree. For some of you who are just working um, in a company, you will be rewarded or given a bonus. For others who are really working on a project, I think you're going to get some sort of recognition that you didn't expect, like way beyond you expected, and it's a good sort of attention. And I think you will revel in that. And I congratulate you early on in advance. So um, I hope you expect that in the near future. Okay, so because you finally achieved this, completed, okay, you slayed this thing. Now you can finally go to another sort of interest. It has been uh a long time since you were looking onto this and you just didn't have the time, but now you can start anew with this project. Or maybe because you finally mastered this, you can now go on to a new level, a different level. It's still sort of aligned on this interest, but this one is completely new to you. So yeah, um, your eyes are already set on this, and it's really a miracle for you to find something to focus on, uh vent to vent, no, to focus, your passion. Some of you are even angry. I think, okay, for some of you are activists, an advocate. Anger is also a different kind of passion. So you see the eyes here, it's so determined and full of hatred. So some of you are full of hatred, some of you are um, full of passion, just pure passion. Um, I mean, hatred and anger is a good motivator too, Some people who are wronged, especially by the justice, wanted to be lawyers. So for some of you, if you're not an activist, maybe you're a lawyer. Uh, there are also a different kind of frustration where you lost a loved one um, from an illness and you wanted to be a doctor when you grew up. So some of you might even be a doctor, a nurse, or some sort of life-saving kind of thing. So yeah, you got a good motivator behind this new interest. So there's no questioning it that you will push through to this, okay, on this kind of interest or new career, new some sort of thing to do. So, and because of that, because of this, you will enter a battle. Maybe you're even gonna uh, enter a competition, with other people. And the field that you're going into is very competitive. Maybe some of you are going into finance, investing, stocks. Those are very competitive fields. Some of you might even be teachers. So just the kind of battle that you are going into, not really a battle like war, it's just a metaphor where you will feel a lot of emotions, it will feel very difficult. It's gonna be a struggle, but it's a struggle that's gonna be worth it. Okay, the miracle that you're wanting to is gonna be given to you because you're gonna receive resources to continue this kind of thing that you're interested on. Okay, you're gonna be given an opportunity, a door will open so that you can execute whatever it is that uh, you are planning. Now we got here the Seven of Swords. So the eye of the storm, where that's the only place which is very calm, quiet, peaceful, while every other place is storming. You will receive that kind of thing. And that is, that being in the eye of the storm is a miracle. Um, The same thing here, because they look like they are in a battle, and they are sitting prettily. They are contemplating or reflecting something, and maybe there is a pause, in the battle. uh, you will receive this, so that you won't get burnt out. You will receive a vacation, maybe a leave, something that will help you calm down and relax for a bit before you continue the battle, you continue competing, or continuing the project, the tasks that are given to you, the responsibilities, because they really are weighing you sometimes, weighing you down sometimes. Okay, so for some of you, this might be a family problem. Okay, you are going to encounter a family problem because this is Mikasa Ackerman, and this is Levi Ackerman. They're both in the Ackerman family, and the struggle is within the family, maybe. And in this time of relaxation, quiet time, this is when you will rethink your purpose. You know, like, what are you even fighting for? Why are you doing this kind of thing? Maybe because you will uh, rethink your life choices, where to the point of you want to give up already. But this kind of eye of the storm moment will be a miracle to you. It will help you refresh the things, why you started at all. Because in a battle, in all kinds of battle, uh, you will lose that certain focus that you had when you were starting. You get lost in the middle of the process. Um, you get drowned with a lot of responsibilities. So this kind of reflection time will be a miracle for you. Okay, so now let's see which goddess will bestow miracle upon you. Okay, let's see which one. Oh, you got Artemis. Wow, the guardian. Okay, you and your loved ones are safe and spiritually protected. Oh, so I mentioned like family, right? A family problem. So yeah, so you don't need to worry. Maybe you really like to protect the people you love. Maybe the things are very risky right now. So you are worrying. And yeah, Artemis is also the goddess of the moon. So maybe there is a mystery here that you want to unfold. So I can tell that some of you are researchers, some of you are very involved in academia, which makes sense here if you are a teacher, and or a professor, in college. Maybe you are working on some discoveries, invention, and things like that. Um, Artemis also is a wonderful archer, you know, meaning she is very efficient in battles. So she always hits the mark. She always manages to hunt, which has the same energy here. Artemis is also the goddess of childbirth, so if some of you, this can be interpreted as, getting married, learning that you're pregnant, and the pregnancy, the difficult pregnancy. So some of you might have a risky pregnancy. So I urge you to be careful, really. Um, do not work that much, and as much as you can, uh, up to a bed rest. Okay, especially on your 7th month. Okay. So on to our last segment. Okay. We got here the 36 keywords. Wherever these coins landed, that will be the miracle that awaits you. You know. Let's try again. Okay. You got the happiness. Ah. I think because of the inner battle or external battle that you've been really struggling to, you've been involved to, I think you just really want happiness in the end. So yeah, that's already gonna be a miracle that will be granted to you. Next, it's between 21. No, 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 no. It's just 21. Oh, you got the rival. See? So yeah, I really believe that you're competing or you're with someone. Maybe you're even being compared with the family member, or you are having an enemy within the family members when it comes to legalities. I think some of you are um, having conflicts like, the land, property, inheritance, things like that. So really watch out for that kind of thing. So yeah, that's what uh, revealed to us. So yeah, I hope you like this reading, guys. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the near future. Bye. Hello to third pile who chose this peach colored ring, a bit squared. Isn't this so pretty? So yeah, this will be a reading. Beautiful people. I'm just gonna draw Attack on Titan cards. Okay. We already got the Four of Cups or Four of Hearts. What else? What miracle awaits you? We got the Three of Diamonds or Three of Pentacles. Oops, sorry. Last card. Let's wait for the last card. Okay. This one too. We got the Two of Swords in reverse. You got a very chaotic situation here right now, group 3. Okay. But because we have a descending number, 4, 3, 2, that means you're slowing down, you know. You're slowly easing whatever chaos that you are running into right now. First, we got the Four of Cups. I think that your emotions are becoming more stable. Some of you have been struggling emotionally, and when it comes to mental health, some of you have been really struggling a lot before. Maybe depression, um, maybe anxiety, like it has really gone through the roof that you can't even handle it anymore. I know because I've been there. Not really depression, but anxiety can ruin your everyday life. You don't know how to function anymore. But yeah, I really advise, if you can, and I highly, highly urge you to seek a therapist if you really want to. You need help. There's nothing wrong with needing help or reaching out to someone, um, especially if that will help you. But yeah, for some of you who have been battling these emotions for the past few, days or semester or months, even a year or years, okay, you're finally, having this stable emotions, okay, that you haven't experienced before, which is, as I've said, a miracle. And that is such a blessing to have, especially if you crave normalcy. You don't feel as weird or abnormal anymore. You don't feel different anymore. You are finally fighting, see, the urge to lose to your emotions. I think you're finally gaining control and stability, which is great, very great. Okay. Now we got the Three of Pentacles. I think you will find, a new creative art, or craft or passion, interest that will help you earn, that will help you earn profit, be profitable. It's slowly by slowly, you're helping yourself up, up in the air. You're lifting yourself up. okay, by this creativity, by this new interest that you didn't have before. Um, and that's really a privilege, that's already a miracle, because some people uh, cannot earn from what they are doing, what they love doing. They can't really make money or a living out of it, and that is already a privilege, a miracle that is given to you. And I hope you take advantage of that while being grateful. And now we got the Two of Swords in reverse, which is great. As I've said, you finally gained control. You finally have that stability in your emotions, and being in control helps you lift yourself up, helps you feel high in spirits. And because of that, you gain confidence. You don't really hesitate that much anymore. You don't struggle between different choices, because in the past, or even now, if you're still struggling, I think you are having a problem with deciding. You are very indecisive. You can choose between two options, um, or maybe you feel as if you aren't enough, or you don't want to fail when making decisions, because the bearing or the weight of responsibilities when making choices, and you just fear in creating failures. You just fear that what if you decide wrong, or what if this doesn't go well when you choose something. So yeah, you have really been indecisive today or in the past, but in the future, in the near future, you will finally let go of that and be decisive, create decisions that will help you further your future. So that is already a miracle, because me myself, I have trouble deciding by myself. Okay, so now let's see which goddess, will bestow miracle upon you. Oops, sorry. Let me just fix the camera. Okay, which goddess will bestow miracle? Who do we have here? We got Ostara, fertility. It says, it is the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Ah, so since you have been in a helpless situation in the past, like you were really in a bad condition, and now you just want things to happen like really smoothly. You want things to flow easily right now. You want to do things on your own pace, without being pressured or things like that. You have so many ideas on how you want to change things today, rather than what you've struggled before. So yeah, you are, you are a pot of ideas right now, and I hope you don't overwhelm yourself with that, because being overwhelmed can help you lose your stability again. But right now, I think you're just helping yourself adjust with this fresh start, the chance to create new things, the chance to do things differently rather than before. Okay, maybe this is even a relationship. Maybe you have been in a really toxic relationship with someone, and now you want things to change. You want to be a good partner. You want to have a better partner that will be nice to you, that will be good to you, that will prioritize you. um, so there are this new possibilities, like endless things, and now you're choosing the good things. uh, this is the chance, this is the brand new pleasant door opening for you, that uh, you really hope for, the one that you really prayed for. Okay, so yeah, for our last segment, okay, I'm gonna take this 36 keywords, and wherever the coins landed, um, will give insight to your future. Okay, this landed on the enterprise, so maybe there will be a partnership. Okay, there will be a collaboration that will help you bring money or profit in your bank account, so watch out for that. Okay, now it landed here on 11. Hurt. Okay, see? You've been really hurt in the past, and I think you still carry that hurt in your heart. Okay. And it really takes time to heal. I understand that. And I think that's one of the things that you are granted to, the chance to heal, the opportunity to find ways to heal. But I hope you acknowledge that it takes time. Okay. And it's here. So you still got 25% luck, one fourth kind of luck. So if you want to increase that, I hope you practice manifestation, law of attraction, so that you can increase your luck. Okay. And I hope you always choose to be in the best condition, because people who manifest, like, if they are in a bad situation, like if you're very anxious, if you're depressed, you can just wish things like that. Okay? There's no energy to catch on, because it will drain you even further. So, yeah, always choose to be in the best condition if you want to increase your luck. Okay? So, yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you like this reading. Make sure to like and subscribe, and see you in the future. Bye. Hello to the last group. If you chose this round greenish ring, this is gonna be your reading, you beautiful people. I am going to draw 3 Attack on Titan cards so that we can see what are the miracles that await us. We got the Jack in reverse. Next, we got the Joker. We got the Jack of Wands. So we got a lot of J here. Maybe your name starts with J. So, you know what I see in here? It's tables being turned. The world turning upside down. I think you managed to turn a bad situation into a good thing, which is in itself a miracle. People will applaud you after you did this. Eh, that's already a very divine thing to do, turning a situation into a good thing, no matter how bad it can get. But I think this is more of a self development, self improvement thing. I think you have been experiencing issues with work here. You're experiencing issues with work. I think you are an employee, and you just don't like the toxic environment anymore. You are very burnt out, and there are a lot of things to do, and your boss isn't pleasant. All the sort of bad things that can happen to you at work. It happens a lot of times. And if it's not work involved, if you're not working right now, I think this is more of an addiction. Because I can see a hint of greediness here. Okay, you want more of something. It's becoming a toxic habit, or it's becoming really unhealthy to want something. Okay, I think some of you are experiencing shopping addiction, online shopping. You can't just stop buying things, because maybe it's a sort of therapy to you. Some of you are even using uh, unwanted substances, that really harms your body. So that alone really crushes your spirit. All of the things I said a while ago about this is crushing your spirit right now. So there will be a time that you will lose yourself. Why are you even doing this? You just feel very lost, and you feel very tired, even from work, or even from doing a lot of things that just didn't really matter. They didn't serve a purpose into your life. It's like you're just existing with no point. It's as if life is pointless. So now you will be granted a fresh start, the beginner mindset. If you are working on if you are working on a project, the beginner mindset will help you refocus your goal. This will help you shift Okay, your viewpoint. Okay, now if you are working from having this, unpleasant job or unpleasant work, you will find a hobby or a new side hustle that will help you feel satisfied. Okay, it might not help you earn a lot, but it does satisfy your soul. You know, it makes you feel like you're doing something according to your purpose. Now, if you are obtaining unwanted substances, or there's a hint of greediness right now, you're becoming aware that you've been obsessing about something, or maybe really an addiction, a shopping addiction, alcohol addiction, whatever. You will have this some sort of awakening that you need to clean up. You need to clean up for yourself, and you will realize that you can continue on, or you can push through this opportunity if you can't leave your bad habits behind. Because after this you will be a new person. you know it really is an underdog kind of story, or just you know a conflict being turned into an opportunity, which is a rare occurrence right now, because a lot of people, when they meet conflicts, they tend to shrink and become more fearful or scared. But because you still have this soul of a warrior in you, you can create a good out of the bad, like completely um, mastering the yin and yang. So now let's see what goddess will bestow miracle upon you. Okay. Okay. This one fell down. Let's see. Oh, it says Isolt. Undying love. The love you have shared is eternal, regardless of the situation. Aww. Okay. Now, in a relationship context, I think this is an obsessive love, a very toxic relationship. But um, I think you will come into your senses, and then you will realize that it's better for you to be alone, rather than clinging onto something that is useless, that is pointless and hopeless, because you can't save it anymore. And then you will finally harbor, gain that self love you deserve. Okay? Because here you will fight for yourself. You will finally share your thoughts, your side. Okay, and if it doesn't work out, this is the outcome. You will be a renewed person. Okay, so undying love, as it says here, your love wasn't wasted, regardless of the situation. You just became you. Uh, Love is love. So, for the last part of our segment, we got here the 36 keywords, and whatever these coins ended up to, oh, will have an effect on your future. Oh, okay. This one landed on success. Wow! So you will be successful. So as I've said, right, a while ago, you've turned your focus, or you're shifted your focus into something that you are passionate about, a project or a work that you are, that you feel like you're fulfilling your purpose in this world, rather than just earning, or meeting ends, you know, rather than living paycheck to paycheck. So, yeah, there is guaranteed success in the future, maybe not now, but in the few years. So, we got here the injustice. So, maybe this is also the kind of thing that you are experiencing, and it's really eating you up inside. The kind of injustice, there's so many kind of injustice, maybe in love, because the people you love doesn't care about you. As I've said here, maybe you've dealt with a really toxic relationship, or the people you rely on, like your boss, like your parents, or your family, uh, or maybe just the system, the government. A lot of people can bring you down. A lot of things can bring injustice, all kinds of situation. And as I've said, you don't have to worry, because you have the power to turn things over. You have the power to make the bad situation into a good one. So I hope you are someone who will turn injustice into justice. So some of you are, maybe even lawyers. Okay, some of you might have been mistreated by your company or your boss or your somewhere you're working to, and then you decided to, become a lawyer or things like that, an aide. Okay, there are so many things that can happen. So we got here, what is the word? Ingratitude. I think you experience this a lot. As I've said, people have disappointed you a lot. Okay, maybe your boss or your higher ups, your managers, doesn't thank you or recognize the work you do, or maybe your loved one, the one that you are in a relationship with, your boyfriend or your girlfriend doesn't really appreciate you enough as a person. Okay, and I think you've given too much of yourself without them giving as well, returning. It wasn't a give and take. It's only you who gives and gives and gives. And that ends up with you losing yourself. So both the ingratitude and the injustice you've experienced and you felt before will really have an effect with your future. So I hope you stay kind and thankful and grateful for the things you've had, even though the world hasn't been as kind to you. I hope you still stay true to yourself. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. I hope you like this reading. If you do, make sure to like and subscribe, and see you for more in the future. Bye.